Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Viking Steam Oven virtual training. This is your moderator, Margaret McSweeney. I'm so glad you're joining us today. Before we begin, just a few housekeeping items and introductions. First of all, if you could please remain on mute during the call. If you have questions, please utilize the chat function to ask questions during the training. All questions will be answered at the end of the training presentation. For your information, we will be recording this training session. I'd like to introduce Sue Bailey, the Director of Go-To-Market Strategy at Viking Range. Also, Nicole Cooper, the Showroom Manager at Middleby Residential's Irvine Showroom. And Jamie Larita, the Executive Chef and Brand Ambassador from Middleby Residential Chicago Showroom.
Thank you so much, Margaret, for that lovely introduction. Guys, today I have to say I'm very excited to be talking about this product, our steam oven. I have to say this is a product that's been in our showroom for over the last 3 years. And of course, I've talked about it and I've explained it to people, but the truth is that I've never really used it a lot. So really, because I didn't really know it was active. And it is. So we have this amazing steam oven in our showroom. And what's great about it is that it's got 2 racks, right? And it's not just a steam oven. It's a convection oven. So you can do a lot of things in this steam oven. Of course, from a chef's perspective, steam cooking is a lot healthier than any other type of cooking. You're going to retain a lot of moisture in the food, a lot of the nutrients, a lot of the color. But what I like most about it is that you can prepare a really nice meal for up to like 6 to 8 people easily in this oven, both from a steam perspective, a combination steam, and also the convection. So it's a great way to have a couple of ovens in your kitchen. Today, I'm featuring a recipe that you guys are all going to get for some of the best meatballs that I've ever made in my life. These are my ginger Asian turkey meatballs, and I'm steaming them. Typically, I would fry them or oven bake them. So I'm actually steam roasting them in the oven today. And we are also going to be featuring one of the recipes, which, by the way, there's so many recipes, and Sue will explain how many recipes we have in this oven. I'm going to be featuring one of the special recipes that are already pre-programmed in the oven. So if you have a customer that's looking for, even we get a lot of customers that want to replace their microwave with this. So remember, it's not a microwave, but what it is a convection oven. And it's surely a good way to introduce a healthier form of cooking into your kitchen. And it looks really nice. From a design perspective, I think it works really well, like we have it featured here over our Virtuoso. But, you know, I'm embarrassed to say that I haven't used it before because I'm using it so much now. I'm cooking everything in it. And it's right outside our, right in front of our showroom. So I could be cooking great things for our guests that come into the showroom with it. And I use it for everything from reheating my leftovers, which I've put it to the test for like pizza, let's say, and leftover Chinese food, or even like something like a cake, like to bring it back to its moisture. Steam will give you that ability. And as you can see, I'm steaming right here. I don't know if you guys can catch that, but I've got about a minute left on this cook time here. But what you're going to notice is that steam will bring life back to your food, and that was my point. So a slice of pizza will look like that slice of pizza instead of like reheating it in an oven where it's dry and crispy. Bringing back the life and the moisture to the food is what this thing does best, as well as having it being a very functional piece to act as an additional oven space. So as you can see, I've got steam coming out right now, which smells delicious, and it's certainly giving me a lot of moisture here. I've got 15 seconds left, but what's so amazing about this, guys, is that you're going to see that on the steam roast function that the meatballs are actually going to have a beautiful crusty finish on them. And then what I'll do after I take these out is I will put in the kebabs, and then we'll get to soup. But I want to show you guys what this looks like. You're going to be so impressed. All right, here we go. I am finished cooking. Take out the food. Caution, hot. See, it speaks to you. It also speaks in a couple of languages. All right, here we go. Wow. Oh, wow. I wish you guys can smell these, but as you can see, the meatballs are steaming hot, crispy and golden brown like a meatball should be. Now, I'm flying solo here today, so I'm going to move my camera and hopefully do a good job at doing so. But as you can see here, I've got these golden meatballs that are beautiful, golden brown and steamy. Now, if I break one of these open, which I'm going to do right now, you're going to notice that they're super moist and juicy on the inside. Can you guys see that? They're dripping the moisture and the juice, which is so great. And then I'm going to throw these kebabs in and I'm going to send it to Sue. Hope you guys like that demo. The meatballs are the bomb. Enjoy them.
Thank you, Jamie. They do look so wonderful. Guys, it's Sue Bailey. So glad you guys took the time today to join us. This is kind of like Jamie said, this was one of those products that when we worked with Sharp, of course, to get this product into our line, because steam was one of those things that we had a lot of customers asking us for. We previously had another steam oven, but it was a steam microwave oven and just wasn't quite what the customers were looking for. Sharp had this new one coming out. So I worked with them and I'd kind of forgotten how much I absolutely love this oven and how great this oven is until I got ready to do this presentation again. So lots of great information here, guys. As you know, I'm going to probably run out of time before I run out of things to say, but lots and lots of good things here. First slide, Jamie did a great job of talking through why steam. Most customers who come in and say they want a steam oven, they want it because it is a very healthy way to cook. Like Jamie said, Jamie did a great job of going through all this. But the thing I really love about our steam oven is it's a steam convection oven. Okay, so we're going to go through how that benefits us, the features and the functions and all of that. But the one thing I want you to notice on this slide, and Jamie showed you with the meatballs a minute ago, not only does that food stay moist, and he showed that with the meatballs, but notice this other paragraph. Since water-soluble nutrients, especially C and B, don't leach out in the vapor, the steaming actually preserves some of those nutrients. So that is a great thing to remember about steam, is that it is not just healthy, but it does preserve a lot of the nutrients that are in the foods normally. And just for the record, guys, the Brussels sprouts over here are something you would never find me eating, just so y'all know. But they do look beautiful and they are wonderful in the steam oven. All right, so let's talk about some functions and features. This is just a refresher course for everybody, but basically there's typical, 4 typical ways you can cook food from an oven standpoint. One is that radiant heat, using the bottom bake element, using the broiler. This is what, every oven has. Traditional, conventional bake is kind of what this one is. Then, of course, all the high-end ovens have convection. Convection, as you guys know, is a fan that's in the back of the oven. It's either, for us, it's convection bake, which means we're using the bake element and the fan, or it's true convect, which means we're using the element around the fan, that third element, for very gentle, even heating, and that's convection heat. Then there's a basic steam heat. Okay, we do not have a full-size oven that is purely a steam oven at this point, but basically what happens with steam heat is the oven is filled with steam. For me, the best and the most efficient way to cook is with that steam assist and convection. That's what this piece is. You've got the steam that also is utilized with that fan in the back, so you kind of get the best of both worlds from that. So then we'll go on to the next slide. So our steam oven is more than just adding steam to it, okay? What you're gonna kind of notice as you look at this chart, which I thought was really good, there's different aspects of cooking with steam, okay? So you can do steam proofing, which of course you guys know proofing is between about 90 and 110 degrees. You can do some steam warm, that's, that steam refresh that Jamie was talking about, to bring some of that food back to the rate it originally was. Steam, we all know, 212 degrees. Well, then you get up to about that 375, which is the steam roast, which, Jamie, I believe that's what you said you cooked the meatballs on, was a steam roast. So he was using the convection along with the steam. And then we get up to a steam simmer, which is using just the steam, and then the steam grill, which we're going to talk about a little bit more. So this is why if you see the information on the oven, a lot of times we talk about it being superheated steam because we're able to really use the full benefit of the steam, and the way we distribute it makes it great for baking, grilling, all of those things. And then we'll go into the kind of different functions of it now, Jessica. Thank you. So basically, I want to think about there being 3 categories of ways we're going to cook. One is the dry heat, which is the top one. So you're talking convection bake, convection broil. Now, guys, think about this. When you're using convection bake and convection broil, this is just a secondary oven for your customer, okay? So we do have a lot of customers that are limited on space, or, you know, maybe they want to do a 36-inch range because they want the big oven cavity, but they really could just use another oven occasionally. They can use this as another oven. Convection bake, convection broil, cook your cookies in there, just, you know, your regular chicken. You don't have to use steam every time. So you've got that category of what we call dry heat for convection bake, convection broil. Then you've got the superheated steam. You've got the steam roast and the steam grill. Okay, so kind of notice those icons there. So you're using the convection fan on the steam roast, but you're also using steam. For the convection grill, you're going to see some more pictures of this in a minute. You're kind of using that upper grill element along with some steam for the steam grill. And then the last 2 are just basic steam functions. Nothing better that, well, I won't need it, but Jamie will tell you, nothing better than a great steamed vegetable that just has all this flavor and all these vitamins and everything in it. For me, steam refresh, I am all about. Nicole was talking about, she steam refreshed, I think it was a butter cake, if I'm not mistaken, when we were on a call yesterday. So, you know, great things that you can refresh. And the difference here, guys, is you refresh food with steam versus refreshing it with microwave. And the texture of the food, the consistency, just how it tastes is so much better in steam. And so, as Jamie said, there is no microwave capability. But when you think about what you use a microwave for, if you're using it just to reheat food, then the steam refresh is going to be able to take care of all of that. So lots of great functionality here. We're going to get into a little bit more detail on these as we go. I love these pictures because it really shows you where this heat and things are coming from as we're looking at it. So what's real important about the steam oven that's different is that we really do control the cooking zones with all these things that we're going to talk about. So that top zone control allows that damper convection airflow through the top side for the steam. So it was a lot of engineering that went into how this steam oven actually works. And notice this with steam grill. The oven will take the steam above the boiling point for temperatures above 485. So with steam grill, you're using that superheated steam along with the broil element. Guys, I can tell you that I have used this with a salmon for my husband. I don't eat salmon, but you know, and it just grills it so well, but it is such a moist piece of fish that it is just absolutely amazing. This is great for fish, for vegetables, for steak, anything like that. That steam grill is great. Convection broil, as you can kind of see. Now, convection broil, notice there's no steam, guys, in the convection broil. The heat rises, but you've got that typical broil element that's going to rely on that radiant heat, and then the dry heat is forced downward by the convection fan, okay? So we're getting a really good distribution of heat when we've got convection broil. This is great, guys, if you're wanting to, you know, my sister gave me a recipe for a wonderful hot corn dip that has a layer of cheese on top that you have to put under the broiler. Perfectly done in here, okay? So you can just really get the cheese topping. Steaks are great in this function. Vegetables, those things are all great ways. So you can see how this is really utilizing the top element from a grill standpoint with either steam or no steam on the convection broil. The next we'll move into the steam roast and the convection bake, okay? So these are 2 very similar ones. Steam roast, which Jamie told you guys that he actually used a little bit ago. We're taking the temperature all the way up sometimes to 400, the steam temperature to 485 degrees. You've got a great airflow going on with that. It is perfect, guys, for like whole chickens, sweet potatoes, roast, just anything like that that you really want to kind of get that outside really, really done. And then convection bake. Again, no steam involved here at all. Just convection bake going on with that. So you get some great convection cooking in there. You could have some steam if you wanted to. Jamie and I are going to show you kind of through the menu in a little bit that does utilize some of these different functions that we have. I think there's one more slide on this. Yep, there is. And then steam. Okay. Steam is great. Pure steam, as we mentioned earlier, perfect for vegetables or reheating yesterday's meals. There's a gentle steam, guys, proofing, defrosting. Okay, guys, if I have to defrost meat, it's just probably not going to happen. I hate to pull meat out of the refrigerator, but you know, it's so hard to go to the store sometimes so often now. So we do have to utilize that freezer a little bit more. And guys, to use the defrost to defrost that meat, if you guys have ever defrosted in a microwave, you know that edges are going to get cooked a little more than you like, and it doesn't defrost evenly. So this really is great to defrost or to keep the food warm. And then also you can dual cook. You can do some cooking on that top rack and with steaming on that bottom rack. So you can kind of do some dual cooking things in there. All right, and then one more. Okay, so this is, guys, there's 50 preset cooking modes, and then there's 28 menus included. We're about to go to Jamie in just a minute because we're going to walk through this great controller that we have there. So Jessica, if we want to send it back to Jamie.
All right, guys.
Hey,
So, hi. So,
hi.
hi. So, Sue, you're doing a great job. You're making me even so much more hungrier, and I'm the one with the food here. So,
Exactly.
basically, guys, what you're seeing on the screen right now, and you might, is that clear? Can you guys see that?
Yeah, it looks good. It looks really
Okay.
good.
So that is, I got about 1 minute and 33 seconds left on my chicken kebabs, my basil chicken kebabs, one of the recipes that Sue mentioned in the oven. Now, these aren't just your basic, recipes. These are actually really good. What's great about them, Sue, and what customers love to hear, especially those that really don't know how to cook, is that it'll give you the nutritional facts. It'll give you the shopping list, all the ingredients that you need. I told you about the nutritional facts, which is so great these days. And then also a picture and a photograph of what the food should look like when it comes out of the oven. Now, this has got so many different settings in here, guys, that, when you finally get to become one with it like I have, and you can really describe to your customers. I get a lot of people in here that compare it to other people's ovens. Like, oh, is it like that steam oven or that company's steam oven? I say now, no, this is like our steam oven. And why I love it so much is that it's compact, number one. Here comes all that steam. Do you guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
So that's telling you, when you see that steam coming out of the oven, that's telling you that we're about done. So this is about 15 seconds down the road. But I want you to say to the client that's interested in this steam oven that it's really one of a kind because of the way it looks and also the way it cooks, right? It's a smaller steam oven by eye. So here it says finish cooking, take out. And I want to show you this. Look how beautiful these look. Now I used the recipe as far as what the oven does. So this is not me cooking, it's the oven cooking.
Oh, it's so pretty.
All right, so if you see those kebabs, clearly it used some kind of a grilling mechanism in there, probably switched over to it automatically. These are gorgeous, beautiful product that comes out of the oven, just like so. So what Sue is asking me to do is to maybe walk through a couple of the different functions here. So as you can see here, like, for example, if your client, is into healthy cooking like I am these days, you'll have healthy meals, healthy desserts, meatless meals. So let's go to that. Let's go and look at this. So on the healthy meals, you've got a low carb menu, a low sodium menu. Who has that? Family meals, and also meals for two, which is so important. That's how I would use it. So if we go to meals for two, it'll ask you, what do you want to cook? Pork, chicken, salmon.
let's say I want to cook salmon. Look at this beautiful salmon right here. But that's exactly what it will look like when it comes out of the oven. It'll give you the whole ingredients list, the instructions on how to cook it, and basically what it should look like when it comes out. Even as far as healthy desserts, so many options, from appleberry pie to chocolate chip zucchini cake, pineapple orange upside down cake, banana apricot bread. I mean, you're actually getting a chef along with this. So a lot of the functions of this are really fantastic. Now, even if you go to like the settings, you'll see that here's where you can change the language, the temperature, the control lock, the sound, all of that. But also there's cleaning options, steam options. So let's go there. Steam proofing, keep warm, simmer, saute. Smart cooking. Let's say I wanted to just use plain old steam and I wanted to steam some fish. It'll also ask you what kind of fish is it, tilapia, whitefish, that, and then even the oven rack, the position of the oven rack. So what I'm trying to tell you guys here is, first of all, it's kind of deceiving, right? I myself was shocked at when I pulled the actual oven rack, which is right here. In the oven, you know, from the naked eye looking at this thing, it seems really small. But when you have two huge oven racks, I mean, I have big hands, that'll show you that you can get at least, you know, 6 to 8 chicken breasts on here. There's 2 of them, and then one of them has a rack. So literally you can cook a full family meal in this thing. And if you really don't know how to cook, it'll help you out with that. But what I love the most about it, guys, is that it replaces it doesn't replace anything. It adds to a kitchen environment and a collection of really great appliances, the option to cook and with steam in many different ways, and also to use it as your convection oven when you need it. So I just wanted to explain some of those things. What do you think about that, Sue? Do you like
That
the
is
chicken?
great. I do love the chicken. And, you know, one of the things that, as Jamie was saying, is great is it's got the recipes, it's got all of that, but you can also, you'll notice on that screen, there was a manual button. Okay. So if I just wanted to cook, bake 350, I can do a convection bake at 350. Oh, that looks wonderful, Jamie. Another like making us hungry, right? Jamie, let's show them the reservoir and the drip tray.
You got it. So guys, and that's the other thing that I tell customers that's really cool. If they're not doing a kitchen from scratch, like from, you know, a raw build out, is that you can put this thing pretty much anywhere. It's 110 power, and then you've got, it's not plumbed, so it's really easy to use. You've got the reservoir here, which I cooked several things today, and the reservoir is super easy to fill. All you do is pull out this rubber stopper right here, and it's still full. I mean, you can see the water level. This is the 4th dish that I've cooked in here today. And it's also super easy to pull out the drip tray. The drip tray comes right out as well. And to be honest, you know, it's not a lot of dripping that occurs. It's very, very little because you're using steam. So that's easy as well to put back in. And, you know, it's pretty easy to install in, you know, let's say you want to take out a cabinet or put it in your pantry. I'm in love with it. I'm not gonna lie. I really am. I've never used it before as much as I do today. And I'm almost embarrassed that I didn't make friends with it earlier. I just kind of forgot about it because it was in front of the showroom. But now it's kind of my best friend. Everything comes out beautiful.
Exactly. And it's just cold tap water. You don't have to use distilled water or anything else from that standpoint. One of the questions we do get from customers, though, is about cleaning. The thing I love about this one is that there's lots of great things to do. So when you get there and you have the clean, I know you're getting your phone. There we go. When you get clean, there's a couple of different things you can do, guys. One is a new oven clean. Okay. So when you get the new oven, you push that and it walks you through what you need to do from that standpoint. Second one, guys, I thought this was so neat, the top one. The sterile cleanse. I thought this was just really cool because this is for items that need, you know, extra cleansing. So say it's the jars and lids for canning, say that you're blanching or small cutting board, something like that. So you tell it, you know, that you're using the upper level or the lower level. So it kind of knows what it's doing there. So that one's great. There's a descale Clean. Is that the one that we just, yep, D-scale. The use and care manual tells you how much water to citric acid or how much water to lemon juice to use. Walk should directly through it. You'll press start. It'll be good to go. And then there's also the steam oven cleaning. So guys, think about our French door oven, how we have the steam clean on the French door oven, kind of the same sort of thing here. It's steaming just makes it easier to clean that oven interior. And so you've got these 4 different ways to clean. Jamie, if you will, open up the door again. I wanted to get a good shot of that oven interior, if you don't mind. And tell them about the coating, Jamie. I mean, because it's a well-coated, easy to clean cavity. Yes?
Yes, for sure. I mean, I've used it so much in the past 3 weeks. I've got a few people on the line that know that I've been using it to get ready for this. I want to make sure that I love it, and I love it. It's a 2-love thing. If I triple love it, then I'm married.
Yeah.
So this is a love situation because it's super, super easy to clean. I just simply, like, when I'm done using it, it very rarely gets that dirty, Sue, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's this tray on the bottom that I just wipe clean, and you're good to go. It seems that I've used it probably, I would say 20 times in the last few days, few weeks, and the glass never gets dirty. That's weird.
And I just think it has to do with that steam keeping it all clean, don't you, Jamie? Because mostly
I
what
agree.
you're using is a lot of steam, right?
I'm so excited about this product, and I want you guys to get excited about this product and selling it, because I think that it's not gotten a lot of attention or respect, and I can say that for myself in the actual collection. It's a dynamite appliance. It needs to be in anybody's home that wants convenience and something easy. It blows away, in my opinion, I never thought it would be this good. No, like, disrespect to the brand. It's just that it's that good. From a chef's mouth, I can't tell you how great it cooks.
It is great. And so as we look at it, you can shut that door for us, Jamie. So guys, just so you know, this is not like the other microwaves and things we sell. That trim kit comes on the unit. So how you see the unit, and this one, of course, is the Virtuoso handle. We have the Pro handle one also. You want to talk about design and flushness, Jamie, that we can do?
Sure. So this one, like Sue said, this comes with the kit on it. So it's something that really looks nice, especially on or with our Virtuoso or in or with a microwave oven. Comes with 2 style handles, the Virtuoso handle and then the regular standard Viking handle on it. I like it this way. Looks really good with that handle. Actually, in both handles, I'm sure it looks great. But I like the way we just flush mounted this into the granite. It's really seamless. And so you could also mount it proud, can't you?
Yes, you can. So then there's no requirement. You don't have to have another kit. You either choose to cut it for the flush mount or the non-flush mount. So it's very proud, as we say. Very good. All right. Well, I think we are about out of time. I bet we have some questions to answer also. So let's look there. All right. Let me see real quick. Jamie, they do ask, how long was the cooking time, Jamie?
Okay,
for your meatballs and your chicken.
Okay, so on the meatballs, which I'm showing you guys right here, the meatballs was only 6 minutes. On the preheat, it's about a 3 to 5 minute preheat, depending on what you're cooking. So if you're doing like the kebabs or a bigger cut of meat, it gets itself up to temperature in about 5 minutes. And on the chicken kebabs, it was 6. It was I added a little bit more, so it was about 9 minutes in total.
Excellent. And my friend Vaughn, hello Vaughn, thank you. Vaughn actually tells us in the chat that they roasted a 20-pound stuffed turkey on steam roast for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and it was awesome. So thanks for sharing that with us. Yes, that's awesome.
Oh, somebody it's getting a triple up. You just brought me to another level.
Exactly. Cannot be plumbed, guys. We definitely use the Reservoir from that standpoint. And then it is just the basic 110, 115 volt. You don't have to have a 240 or anything on it. So I think that answers all of our questions. So Margaret, we'll send it on to you.
Well, thank you, Sue. Thank you, Chef Jamie. And thank you, everyone, for attending today's training. Please make sure to catch Chef Jamie and Chef Jackie on the Viking Facebook live feed for some amazing cooking videos. Please also make sure to tune in for our next Viking virtual training on Thursday, September 3rd at 3 p.m. Central on the Viking dishwashers. Look for a follow-up email with assets from today's training, as well as Chef Jamie's Asian-inspired ginger turkey meatballs recipe. A reminder that we are hosting virtual showroom appointments out of our Chicago and Irvine showrooms, and New York is also now open. Please visit our websites to talk to your Middleby Residential District Sales Manager for more information. So this concludes our training today. We will remain on the call to answer any other questions that might have popped up, but I think you all answered everything. Great. Well, thank you so much, everyone, and have a great day.
Stay
Thanks,
safe,
guys.
everybody.
See
See you
ya.
next time.
Thank you.